What is up, YouTube? My name's Alan, aka NeoCryptor, and welcome back to something we've all been freaking waiting for. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, just a few minutes ago, the Primitive Plus 1.4 patch has dropped. Finally. What is so exciting about this patch, you may ask? Well, you know, that's a good question. Let me just switch over here to the patch notes and kind of clue you guys in. So, the first thing to note is a rebase from the latest ARC content, so it includes many non-item related updates, i.e. balance changes, bug fixes. Added the Tuso, aka Giant Squid saddle, added the Therizino saddle, added the Pachyrhino saddle, added the Megalosaurus saddle, the Carpo saddle, and the camera. I don't even know about the camera, but you know, they added it, so it's there. Added an advanced workbench, which adds 25% reduction to all engrams crafted with it. Added a yurt, a tent-like structure that can be placed and picked up. Also allows for placing some structures within it. Added a recurve bow, additional damage multiplier for all arrows, reduced shake when aiming, slightly faster arrows, and fixed the snap points. I mean, this is the thing I have been waiting for. He refactored all the building pieces, so that is a thing of the past. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and check that out, because one of the things you can do now with all this, and for those of you who have really, really large bases, this is going to suck, but rejoice that you shouldn't have to do this again. Pick up lumber wall. Pick up lumber wall. Cool, right? So we picked it up. Now what? Well, now we just put it back down, because it already should have converted it over to the fixed. Oh, look at the texture difference. Check that out right there. That looks amazing. But yeah, it should have already converted over, and already I can see a change here. So once we have all this replaced, it's going to be great. But look at the texture change, guys. This is freaking exciting. That looks really good. This whole thing is going to look freaking amazing after I have picked everything. Oops. Oh well, whatever. It happens, right? Am I right? I'm right. I'm always right. I'm not right. But yeah, as soon as we've picked up all the pieces and put them back down, everything should line up perfectly. I don't know. That still seems a little off to me. We'll have to see what happens here. Well, let's go ahead and finish off this wall real quick, and we'll see what happens. So let's go and snap that down, put that back. Yeah, there's still a gap there. I wonder if I snapped it to that ceiling on accident. We'll continue on. We'll leave that for the moment, just to see what happens, you know? Okay, guys, so I hope you guys are excited over this, because I certainly am. If you could not tell, I am freaking stoked about this. So yeah, I love Primitive Plus. The idea behind it has always been awesome to me. So whoop. Can I get back to the snap point I was on? Thank you. Oh yeah, see, I must have snapped that to the ceiling or to something else, or it could just be misaligned. That might be a thing too. But everything, it seems to be lining up great, which is just freaking fantastic. I'm gonna lose that ceiling, but that's okay, because we're gonna have to put new ceilings down anyway. But you know what? You guys did not come here just to see me picking up walls. No, you didn't. You want to see some of the other cool stuff, which we are totally gonna do too. So let me just go ahead and put these final pieces back here, and then I will come back and finish this off cam, because oh man, the Primitive Plus series is going to start back up, and some of the guys from GE, Monkey Puzzle, and I think Raleigh, maybe Syntac, a few of the other guys are going to join me on the Primitive Plus server here I have set up. So it's going to be a good time, so make sure you check that out. Okay, so what do we have here? Recurve bow was added, so let's go in here. I've already learned the engram for it, and let's go find it in here. Ranged, it requires 20 wood, 150 fiber, 40 leather, and 45 beeswax. Now, for the sake of this video, I did spawn in the leather and the beeswax, because I did not have any, 3 episodes in and all to, is where we left off on the my Primitive Plus series. So yeah, that's not something I had laying around yet, or at least not in those quantities. Well, I don't think I had any beeswax, to be perfectly honest. So let's go ahead and grab that, and let's just drop some those here. Okay, now, so it's supposed to have reduced shake. Oh, look at that. That is steady as a freaking rock. I don't know about reduced shake. Oh, there we go. That's I don't know. You guys be the judge. Is that a reduced shake? You tell me. I don't know. Yeah, I forgot the strike was here. I'm glad you're here, though, buddy. Because you're going to make... Yes, I know. You object to this, but you're going to be our target. Because why not? So, but yeah, the recurve bow looks pretty cool. I like the first-person texture. Let's go ahead and go into K mode and take a look at the third-person view of it. Oh, man, that thing looks pretty freaking awesome, if you ask me. I'm pretty excited. Also, let's see, what else did we add to the list? Oh yeah, the thingy. What do I need for that? The yurt, I believe it was called? Yeah, the yurt. So, fiber, leather, and beeswax. I might have to give myself some more beeswax and leather. So, that might be a thing. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that just to get it over with. Don't worry, for those of you who were following my Primitive Plus series, all this crap that I'm making right now, I will be deleting after this video, so I'm not gonna cheat. But you know, I just really wanted to get in here and get this thing made for you guys, so you can, you know, so you can see some of this stuff. Now, what else do we need? I think we're gonna need more fiber. Yeah, we just need more fiber. We got half of it. I'm sure I have some laying around in this menagerie here somewhere. Yeah, like that. Ba-bam. Let's look at this yurt. Okay, so let's craft this up. And how much does this bugger weigh? Only 4. That is pretty good. So this is definitely something viable to maybe carry around with you as you go places and exploring. Let's just drop it down here on the beach, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so cool. It does have its own floor, I think. Kind of looks like it does. So yeah, this is a cool little structure. I wonder if you can snap a door on there. That's a good question. What do I got to do? Let's find a door. Let us find a freaking door, man, because I'm just curious if it will take a door. What do I have in here? Nothing there. How about here? No, of course not. I guess where I had a workstation here. Yeah, I had a regular smithy here. That's weird. I don't know where that went. That's kind of bizarro. I have no doors to be given. But it says it allows you to place some structures in here, which I'm assuming you can put, like, I don't know. Let me, let's see. Let's go smithy. Let me look up the code for that real quick. So let's give ourselves a smithy. I think we can should be able to place like a smithy and, you know, some minor things like that in here. So, yeah. So, yeah, as long as it's not too close to the wall, you can definitely place structures in here. That is pretty cool. But the question is you're able to pick this thing up, right? Yeah. Okay, so any of the structures you have in here will break when you pick up the yurt. So that is something to keep in mind. So if you're placing structures in there, like, you know, a refining forge or anything like that, make sure that that is something that you can afford to replace, because otherwise that's going to suck. Yeah, okay, what else did we have going on? Let's see here. Yeah, new meshes and textures for a lot of the building pieces, as we already saw some of that. They increased the spoiling time for malt. The fish trap has a chance to drop prime fish meat now. Only 15%, but that's still pretty good. Craft time for beer has been increased. Increase the quantity of honey produced by worker bees. That's awesome. Increase the rate of bee spawns. Decrease spoiling time of bread. Remove double spoiling for cooked poultry. Double spoiling? What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Increase the stack size of cabbage. Increase the salt needed to make leather. Reduce crafting time for cement. Bone meal is now the most effective fertilizer by far. Increase stamina consumption when using Viking axe. Modified damage multipliers for weapons. Fix the calico taming, so you should be able to now tame a calicotherium with the Primitive Plus beer. Fix destructible mesh for modular table. So yeah, guys, this is really freaking cool. Obviously, like I said, for replacing the bits and bobs for your builds, you're going to that's going to take a little bit of time and effort. And you're going to probably want to be very careful, because as you saw when I put this one down, it didn't snap right. I'm pretty sure it snapped to the ceiling or something. So I'm going to have to go through and fix that. But I no longer have that pickup option on the new pieces. That only shows up on the old ones. And as soon as you place a new one down, pick it up, it'll convert it to the new one and put it back down, and that option is no longer there. So that is definitely something to keep in mind as well. Beyond that, guys, I hope you are super excited for this update as I am. I cannot wait to get back in here and get Primitive Plus rolling again, because this conversion was something that has always intrigued me, and I was really enjoying it up to the point where I started just going completely bonkers, because I have all these cool things I want to build. I want to turn this little area right in here into a village, and because of how wonky the structures are, or snap points were, I just didn't see that happening. But now I have a renewed enthusiasm over the Primitive Plus and what we can do in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was super short, but you know what? I waited really late to be able to make this video. It was like 2 a.m. for me. I'm going to get this thing out and get this up so you guys can take a look, and hopefully you guys will get as hyped as I am about the all the bug fixes and the changes. And if you are, make sure you let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, don't be afraid. Leave me, hit that like button. If you didn't like it, make sure you hit that dislike button. But if you do dislike it, I'd really appreciate you leaving a comment down below and let me know what you didn't like about it. Because that just helps me improve, and I want to put out the best videos I can for you guys. So just let me know what you don't like, what you do like, anything like that. And until next time, guys, this is Neo, and we'll see you in Primitive Plus.